Hey Tennyson Grant, this is your college advisor Cynthia, and before we get started with this month's lunch workshop, I just wanted to say welcome back. You have been missed. I definitely miss being in person. As some of you can see, I am in a new location. So um, last year, 2 years ago almost, I was in B6 next door to the College and Career Center, and this year and moving forward I will be next door inside the College and Career Center. So if y'all are not familiar with where the College and Career Center is, I will take you on a little tour right now. Like I mentioned, we are in B5, so as y'all know, this is the quad, and if you take a look right over here, that is B5. And let's take you inside the College and Career Center. So once you walk in, you will see our lovely College and Career Tech, Ms. Dupay. And if you just turn all the way to the left, this is my little corner. This is your little corner, Upward Bound's corner. All right, y'all. So like I said, welcome back, Upward Bound. We are now back in person, although I will not be able to see some of you in person, some of my students that are at other schools, not at Tennyson, but do not worry, you will still be hearing a lot from me. So welcome to our new version of our monthly lunch workshops. So there's a lot of you that know me, a lot of you that don't know me. So real quickly, I just wanted to introduce myself. So my name is Cynthia. You can call me Miss Cynthia, Missy, whatever you'd like. I'm okay with any of those combinations. So I am not born in Hayward, but I have been in Hayward for a large portion, almost most of my life. So I know some of y'all are probably gonna be like, boo, the ones that don't go to Mount Eden, but I am a Mount Eden alum. Go Monarchs always. And after graduating from Mount Eden, I went to UC Davis. You can see me in the top right corner. Those are my graduation pictures from Davis. I graduated 2 years ago. And I majored in psychology and Chicanic studies and minored in education. If any of y'all have any questions about what those majors are, what jobs you can do, what careers you can go into, any questions about any of that, feel free to come. I've already talked to some of you, and some of you are interested in psychology. So that is like, that's me all around. So if you ever want to talk about psychology, I'm here to talk about psychology. I can talk about that all day, every day. So I'm also still a student like you. Most recently, I am in the master's program at HNU for counseling psychology. So I hope to be a school counselor one day, but you know, you never know where things can lead. You know, I might change my mind in a year, in a couple months, which is totally fine. So for any of you who are getting questions about like, what do you want to study in college? What do you want your career to be? If you're not sure, that's totally fine. I'm still on the same boat as you, still figuring out my life. So don't be stressing out too much. And like many of you, I am first generation and low income. So I am the oldest of three, and neither of my parents went to college. Neither of them completed high school. So I am considered a first generation college student. My siblings as well, although I already graduated from a university, they are in the same generation as I am. So they too will be considered first generation college students. So that's a little bit about me. And I want to get to know you all a little bit more. Like I mentioned, there's a lot of new students that either joined at the end of last academic school year. Some of you joined in the summer. Some of you just barely joined now, and there will be a lot more new students coming in throughout this school year. So I want to get to know you all a little bit more. And for the students that I have already known for a couple of years, I'm sure there's a couple things about you that I can get to know a little bit more about. So those questions are going to be part of the Google form, which you are watching this video through. And by filling out that Google form, that is your proof of attending this workshop. And without filling out that Google form, you will not be receiving your $15 food card. So for those of you who are used to doing lunch workshops and me bringing you food and all these goodies, unfortunately, we can't do that. But because of that, we will be continuing to offer you all $15 food cards. So why are we here? So starting off the new year, I kind of want to let you all know the expectations that I have for you, and I'd like to know what your expectations are of me as well as the whole Upward Bound program. So I'd like to know, what do you want and need Upward Bound to do for you? So obviously you're in this program for a reason. Your reasons might be different than other students, but for the most part, I'm confident that you all are in this program because you, one, want to graduate high school, two, you want to pursue a post-secondary education, you want to go to college, whether that be community college, a private college across the US, a CSU, whatever your preference is. You want to continue your education and you want to be successful, and you want to learn what you don't necessarily learn in school. So adult skills, maybe some of you, I know when I was in high school, I did not learn anything about bank accounts, credit scores, how to, create a PG&E account. I did not know any of that. So in order for you to be a successful adult once you graduate from high school, these are some things that we will talk to you about. And maybe that is your objective. Maybe you just want to learn how to adult. And maybe that's like your goal for being in this program, which good for you. Shout out to you, because that is not something I did on my own. I did not seek out resources to help me in that when I was in high school. I waited until I was in college. Big mistake, don't do that, get ahead of the game. So when you're in college, people can be like, what? Like, you already know how to do this, you know how to do that, like, can you help me? And you'll be that person. So what do I and what does Upward Bound need from you? So the main thing is that we want you to keep in contact with us, specifically me, since I am your college advisor. I want to know anything and everything that's going on, academically, specifically. Personally, you can tell me what you like. You cannot tell me anything about your life if you want to, but I am here for you. I am here to support you in any way, academic related, personal related. I'm here for you 100%. So specifically what I need for you is to not just text me and be like, hey, Cynthia, I just went to the mall and bought like some cute clothes. Like, that's not the type of contact that I need from you. So I want you to come in, text me, email me, letting me know if there's any issues that you're having in any of your classes, if there's anything that I can do for you, that I can support you in. Those are the type of contacts that we want to have with you. And contacts vary. I know I've talked to most of you about what contacts are, but for my new students, contacts are considered various things, and we are going to go over this in our academic year orientation, which will be this Friday, October 1st at 5 p.m. You all will be getting a little bit more information about that, but that orientation will be considered one contact. So you coming into my office and asking me, hey, Cynthia, I'm not sure what classes I want to take next year. Can you help me out? We talk about it. We look through what classes they're offering, and that's considered a contact. A lot of you have already done an ILP with me, either this semester or in the past, so that is also considered a contact, as well as if you attend tutoring, which we are offering students, which we offer every single year. That is considered a contact. Monthly workshop, what you're watching right now, this is considered a contact, as well as any field trips or Saturday academies that we do. Those are also considered contacts. And you'll have a lot of opportunities throughout the month to get 3 contacts. So you are required to have 3 contacts every single month. Again, those 3 contacts don't have to be exclusively with me. You don't have to come see me 3 times a month, although I would love it. I would appreciate it, because sometimes I feel a little lonely in here. And once you get those 3 contacts every month, you will be getting $40. So you will not be getting those $40 every single month. They will be added up. And then at the end of the school year, you will get however, many months you got those 3 contacts. So we will also be having either 1 to 2 monthly workshops. It depends on the month and depends on how much we need to share with you all. And we will also be having 2 to 3 Saturday academies and or field trips. So usually we have 2 Saturday academies a month, but every month is different. We will be sharing out the academic year calendar, so you all know exactly what Saturdays we will be having Saturday academies and what Saturdays we'll be having field trips. And if you need help, please ask for help early. So that is another big need that I need from you, because like I mentioned, I have all these resources for you, but I don't know that you need help unless you ask me. So if it's already a week before the end of the semester and you come to me, telling me like, hey, like I have an F in my math class, like, can you help me? I don't know what to do. There's only so much that I can do a month before the semester ends. So if you know that you're not doing so well in, your math class, your English class, your history class, any class, feel free to come to me and I can hook you up with a tutor so we can, get the ball rolling and make sure that you don't have an F a week before the end of the semester. So those are just the biggest needs that I have from you all. And this is a couple important dates specifically for my seniors. So just a reminder for all my seniors, I know I've been sending you all information already, but FAFSA, California Dream Night application, open this Friday, October 1st. Specifically at Tennyson High School, we will be having our Cash for College October 14th. It will be from 6 to 8 p.m. You do have to register in order to attend. So you have to register by the 7th. So next Friday will be the last day you can register. We just want to make sure we have enough space for all the students that are registering, because COVID regulations, we want to keep everyone and their families safe. And there is the link if you do want to register. You can also come to me and I can help you register. If October 14th, 6 to 8 p.m., if that does not work for you, 100% fine. That is what I'm here for. That is, a perk of being an Upward Bound and having a college advisor, that I can schedule a one-on-one with you at any point. It can be during the school day. It can be after school on Zoom, after school in person, anything, whatever works for you, we can make sure to do that. And for those of you that are applying to the UC CSU, so the UC application has been open since August 1st. Some of you know that, some of you don't, but I hope now you all know this information. So it opened August 1st, but you weren't able to submit anything. So you could fill it all out, but you just can't hit submit until November 1st. The CSU application opens Friday, October 1st, and the deadline for both the UC and CSU application is November 30th. So those are just a couple of dates for you all. Again, I want to remind you all about the academic school year orientation that we will be having this Friday at 5 p.m. And again, you all will be receiving a little bit more information on that later today and or tomorrow. And I also wanted to remind you all that we have to do an ILP with you 2 times a year, once during fall semester, once during spring semester. I've already started pulling some of you out of class to do these ILPs. If you have not been called out yet, hang in there. I'm working on it, and I promise that you will be hearing from me and seeing me very soon to do those. For those of you who aren't familiar with what ILPs are, because you are new, it's pretty much just a 4-year plan that we create. We look through your current classes. We talk about future classes that you would be interested in taking. We make sure that all those classes will help you be UC-CSU eligible. So by the time you are a senior, you are able to apply to as many schools as you would like. This month's lunch workshop I wanted it to be a little bit more of an introduction, a reintroduction about myself, and to get to know you all a little bit more, so you all can get to know my space a little bit more. For those of you who are at Tennyson, if you have any questions, feel free to stop by the College and Career Center, B5. If you're not able to, you can just shoot me an email. I have 2 different email addresses. I check them both daily. So whatever your preference is, or if you don't like email, then feel free to text me and I will respond to any questions that you have. Again, feel free to stop by anytime. For those of you that do, I do have a sign-in QR code. So every time that you do come see me, please scan this QR code on your phone and that will be your sign-in. And don't forget, I always got y'all on the snacks. So stop by, I got all the snacks. Before closing out, I also did want to mention that I have timelines and checklists for every grade level. So seniors, I should have already sent you a handout with senior dates, deadlines, as well as senior checklist. And it takes you month by month. So September, October, November, December for the fall semester. It gives you a list in order of what you should be getting done that specific month, just to make sure that you are on track. And that also goes for juniors, sophomores, and freshmen. You might think like, oh, like, what do I have to do? Like the checklist is probably just like for college related things. So there's a lot of preparation that goes into college applications. So the earlier that you are on top of your stuff, and the earlier and the more knowledgeable you are about what you should be doing, the easier it will be senior year. So for example, like freshman and sophomore year, so a big thing in your checklist is extracurricular activities. So that's a very important part of the whole college application process. So that is just one example of what is on your timeline and checklist. So if you aren't sure what you should be doing this month or next month, I will be sending out those timelines and checklists. So keep an eye out for those. And again, if you have any questions, feel free to contact me. Those are all the ways that you can contact me. You can also schedule a Zoom meeting with me. And if you text me, I will send you the link to my Calendly where you can make a Zoom meeting with me, where you can schedule a Zoom meeting with me. But with that being said, thank you all. And again, welcome to this new school year that's a little bit different, but we are making it work. Have a great rest of your day.